Hello, and welcome to The Good Leader, where I provide coaching and support for healthcare leaders. Today's topic is about ethics, integrity, and doing the right thing. Ethical leadership is such an important topic as your behavior as a leader and your responses to events and situations influence the behaviors of others. Today, I'll introduce ethical leadership. Future videos will discuss becoming an ethical leader and the concept of ethical courage. I'm Dr. Julie Donnelly, the healthcare coach, and my passion is helping you become the best leader you can be so you feel good about your leadership ability and skills, you feel confident, and you enjoy leading. If you're new to the channel or have not yet done so, then go ahead and subscribe now. Today's topic will be an introduction to ethical leadership, something to think about and contemplate along your journey. Ethics is a code of moral principles and values that govern behaviors of an individual or group. You can ascribe to ethical principles or a code of ethics. Workplaces have governing rules and values and principles to guide people's behavior and how they expect people to perform. And you also have a professional code of ethics. In addition, you'll be guided by your own ethical standards, your own sense of what is right and wrong. And these may be formed from religious affiliation or some other form of morality, something you learned from your youth. Integrity is that fine line between what you believe is right and what you believe is wrong. When you cross the line, it will feel bad. That is often the way you learn whether you're following your own personal standards, whether you're in integrity or not, based on how you feel. And integrity can be different for different people. When I was an executive nurse, my nurses called me one day very upset about the mistreatment of a youth by one of the physicians. And when I went to investigate, I was appalled, actually, to learn that this doctor often yelled at the nurses. No one had ever mentioned this to me before. And they said that they never said anything to me because they didn't think it mattered when it was only directed towards them. However, on this occasion, the physician crossed the line by directing their inappropriate behavior towards a child. That was their barometer for integrity, what was right versus what was wrong. To them, it was okay that she yelled at them, but it wasn't okay to yell at a child. However, my barometer was very different. It was never acceptable to mistreat anyone. It's never okay to yell, and I explained that to my staff and set very clear expectations and guidelines to follow should anyone mistreat them in the future. And then, of course, I dealt with the doctor's behavior directly to ensure that they understood behavioral expectations, so that never occurred again. Ethical issues are often not that concrete. They tend to live in the gray area of life and require thoughtful consideration. It's not just about you and how you feel, it's also about the ramifications of dealing with the issue and not dealing with the issue. Yes, we have laws to protect us and provide guidelines to follow, but you can be unethical and not break laws. Therefore, knowing where you stand is important and helpful when dilemmas surface. And an ethical dilemma is when values are in conflict. Unethical leaders, bad leaders, tend to serve their own needs. They tend to be self-serving, often at the expense of others. So instead of doing what's right, they may focus on doing what's easy or what is popular. They focus on doing what is best for themselves. We hear of these big ethical scandals such as the Enron scandal or the Wells Fargo scandal and the like. But there are many, many ethical issues that occur in our work as healthcare professionals. And when the work environment does not support people feeling safe to speak up, in ways where different views can be discussed, where principles, doing what's right, are valued. If that's not in place, then big problems can occur that can have a grave impact, such as medical errors. To be ethical requires conscious thought and attention. It means doing what's right, not just what's right for you personally, but what is right for everyone, for all parties. There isn't always one clear answer in ethical issues. There may be many different perspectives. Leaders must be open to discuss and listen to other points of view. Your role as a leader is to lead others. Ethics asks, where are you leading them? Often leaders may seek support from a coach or a mentor to help accelerate the development of ethical and conscious leadership. Many of my clients use me as their sounding board to help them think through some of these difficult challenges that they face on a regular basis. If I can be of support to you, please reach out. You do not need to do this alone. You can reach me through my website at drjuliedonnelly.com. To summarize today's lesson, ethical leadership is doing what's right, even though what's right may not be easily or clearly defined. Integrity is that fine line between what is right and what is wrong. You know you are out of integrity when you cross the line and it feels bad. And ethical leadership requires thought and attention. It requires you to hear from other people so that you can learn other perspectives, to see the problem from all angles. And that's something that you just can't do by yourself. I highly recommend that you keep a journal and reflect upon your experiences and your learning. Let me know how you're doing. This week, pay attention to ethical issues that may arise and start to notice where you might be out of integrity. Place your comments or questions below so I know how I can assist you on your leadership journey. I will address any leadership challenges or questions that you have in a future video, or if you need assistance sooner, then visit me online at drjulie.com. Please like the video if you feel so inclined, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the future video lessons. Make it a great week. I'll see you next time.